This is a jig that I made about 10 years ago. I've been making small instruments for the craft market for about that long. And when I make them, I'll do 20, maybe 30 at a time. Each one requires a small arc at the headstock, and for the canned instruments that I make, they require one near the butt as well. So this jig really speeds up the process of getting the arc in the wood, and it also improves the result and makes it look much more intentional and professional. Right now, the jig is in the vertical position for the 6x48 belt. I have run it on the 9-inch disc a lot. I did change position. I didn't have discs, and I find that this is a little more efficient and somewhat more economical as well. I have multiple holes drilled in the face. That allows me to move the jig in relation to the sandpaper in order that when it loads up, you can move it a little bit and find a fresh spot where it's not loaded. The holes drilled in this direction will allow you to decrease the radius on the sanding result. This obviously being closest, second, third, and so on. So there's a through hole drilled here. I'll give you a quick demo, then we'll take it to the bench and do a bit of a teardown so you see what it's all about. We're at the bench. The fence slides in and out in order to accommodate various widths of material. I've indicated a center line on this piece that carries the piece to be sanded, and it helps, at least on initial setup, to mark a center point for the piece or pieces that are going to be sanded. And then you can move your fence into place and tighten it down. I've machined slots in the fence to allow for that movement. Here we have threaded inserts, a wood thread on the outside and a thread to accommodate the tightener. There's a slot in these inserts that allow you to take a large screwdriver and thread it down into place. The pivot point is simply a 1/4-inch bolt that was cut off and the edges rounded over. There's a piece of oak here that I have screwed and countersunk. It aligns with the miter slot on the sander. Well, that's it. It's a very versatile jig, in my shop at least. It takes a bit of trial and error to get it built properly. I hope this gives you some ideas for a jig for your shop and your belt sander for whatever projects that you make. I appreciate you watching, and have a good day.